And we've only had Kyrie in a Celtics uniform for a year, not even 82 games. And we're going to spend majority of the second half of the show on Kyrie and sort of this media, I don't want to say staged media, but it's loose. This media reports or spin, I should say, media spin on Kyrie Irving and the contract status and just creating some drama there where, quite honestly, John, I'm not sure that it exists. The whole New York rumors seem old and outdated to me. And truthfully, I think if Kyrie thinks he can win a championship and he's happy with the team, he's happy with Brad, and they continue to advance, he'd be an idiot to leave. And I don't think he would. And I don't think it's all about money. I think he was sincere, maybe not so much about the flat earth stuff, but I think he was very sincere about wanting to come to a winning culture, share and grow his basketball prowess to another level. And frankly, he did an awesome job for most of the beginning of the year until they were having a hard time finding a go-to player, which may now have emerged in Jason Tatum.
They sure did. He did start off well, and there's nothing that's led me to believe that he's looking elsewhere, wanting to go elsewhere, doesn't find interest in being in Boston anymore. I mean, I feel like a lot of that stuff has been overblown, certainly. It started with the Gorman talk on the, when he was on Toucher and Rich, I think. Or no, I'm sorry. It was on one of the, anyway, the interview where, he was talking about, Evan Valenti, I think, on Celtics Beat, perhaps. Anyway, he said, basically, I don't think there's anything, there's set that he's set to be here, or that, there's nothing certain, which we know with Danny Ainge after last summer, certainly that isn't the case. But, you put that in, you pair that with the Mannix, Chris Mannix's piece where he says, Celtics are scared they'll lose him to New York, and then
which is interesting from Mannix, right? Because Mannix knows people in the front office, spent a lot of time around this organization. You see him on CSNNE all the time, and he's not really a fibber. He's not somebody who makes up, content, but yet he's riding this train, and I think that might be what's giving it so much legs.
Well, I think so. I think it's that time of year where, now what's going to happen with Boston, and Boston's the hot name, right? What's going to happen with Boston, and pair that with the stuff we talked about earlier with LeBron, and it's like, okay, well, what might happen, and anything that gets the New York media going and the New York, fans going about, oh, we could get that star, and we all know that they have this weird fascination with point guards, especially New York area point guards, as Kyrie was growing up in Jersey. It's like it's tailor-made for clickbait, I don't think he's going anywhere. I think it's crazy. I think it's not a non-story, because we know Boston will move anybody at any time, but why trade him? Why?
Well, you got Terry Rozier
for the Knicks. That's just not going to happen.
We don't need him, right? We've got Terry Rozier. See, that's so that happened. Just so you know, you talked about your family this weekend. So this was the story that sent a rift through the male side of my family, my dad and my son and me. And Dad had, in true dad head fashion, is like, no, he's already casting Kyrie aside, and he wants Rozier. He's like, Rozier's got the better rebounds. Rozier's, this is, and we did go to the Super Bowl day game, where Rozier hit a huge shot down the stretch before Al Horford winds up winning it against the Trailblazers. A fantastic game, and Terry really did shine. And that game, even though Kyrie wasn't done yet, really was the playoff Celtics that was out on that floor that beat the Trailblazers that afternoon. So it's exciting, and I see where the dad head's coming from, in terms of I see where he's coming from, because he always came from this place. Remember the Rondo hate? You remember the Rondo hate?
I have not forgotten. I've not forgotten that at all. Dad head and I were on opposite sides of that one, I think.
You were definitely on opposite sides of that one, but so I really don't think he's going anywhere, despite what my dad wants to see happen. My son flipped a lid, like he actually opened up his phone and created some notes, and he wants to rub it in my dad's face, like 5 years from now. Like there was serious record keeping going on during this debate. It was absolutely hilarious. But so anyway, I do think it's mostly manufactured.